Things I'd say as your pediatrician if I wasn't afraid to hurt your feelings. Part 2. There's no good evidence that baby-led weaning is any different than pureed feeding. In fact, baby-led weaning is basically the same principle as pureed feeding. You follow your baby's lead and advance their thickness and their taste of food as they show readiness.
One of my least favorite like mom shaming, parenting shaming things that happens on here is this argument over baby-led weaning and purees. So I'm going to show you how we typically feed our 7-month-old for anybody who might be feeling this like pressure and shame to do exclusively baby-led weaning and like put a whole steak in front of your kid. Last night for dinner, we had pesto pasta with asparagus, mushrooms, and chicken, and essentially he just gets whatever we're eating but served up in 2 ways. This is what his typical like solids plate would look like for dinner. It's literally just a piece or two of each of the ingredients in the meal. He did really love asparagus last time, so I did put quite a bit on there. He eats that up. And then I will typically pick a fruit. So last night I did some mushed bananas because I have a ton of frozen bananas I need to go through. And then sometimes I'll add an additional element, another veggie, something like that that I know that he likes, or that we're trying to get him to eat more of. So last night I added some avocado. And then I just take a portion of that dinner without the fruit and I throw it in the blender. Sometimes I gotta add a little bit of liquid to get it the right consistency, but I just blend up what we already are eating for dinner. And that's his puree. He's only 7 months old, so obviously the puree is the thing that he does the best with and eats the most. He clears the container most nights if he really enjoys that dinner, and he really enjoys pesto. But using what we're already just making for dinner is one less step of making an additional meal, and secondly, makes us confident that even if he doesn't eat a lot of this, he's still getting a ton of the nutrition that he needs. And yeah, I mean, he demolished it. The chicken did go to the cats. For breakfast, he usually is eating a portion of whatever I'm making for my wife that morning. Usually it's scrambled eggs, some buttered toast, and a like turkey sausage patty, and I'll give him some fruit too. Like this morning, I just did half an avocado, half a banana, mushed it together. And then he goes to daycare and he usually eats the fruit portion of their breakfast. He can't have gluten, so usually he can only have the fruit. And lunch there is usually a meat and a veggie, and we don't send him with any purees to school, unless they're having something that he can't eat. That's how we feed our 7-month-old. It was recommended by our pediatrician to do it that way anyways, but it also just works really well for our lifestyle and really well for him.